Chiquinha, chiquinha.
Go check out the room.
Chiquinha.
Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and then also hit the that little bell. That means you're gonna get notified of other videos that I do. Eritrean people. So I've been really enjoying doing some reaction videos for with Eritrea in particular. I'm definitely interested in the culture and the language, and the language I don't know much about, but the culture and the geography and the music. And I'd be interested in the language as well, of course. So if you can always, and I'm enjoying that when people give me some translations of what some of these words mean, especially when they're kind of the main message of a song. This one, there's been some people that have been requesting me to do a reaction to it, so I'm kind of excited to do it. I'm going to tell you right away, though, that I think the video is going to be really good, but it's hard for me to understand it. So I think there's some meaning between the words that I'm not really catching very well. And I think there's also maybe some cultural references, so you might want to help me out a lot. This might be a good video for you to be able to make some comments. I'm just going to give you a couple of comments right off the bat. There's kind of like some of this looks like it's kind of like biblical references. And I know that there's the Habesha world is heavily connected to the old Bible. A lot of Eritreans go to Israel, so do Ethiopians as well, Jewish Ethiopians, and Eritreans as well. So I don't know, maybe this has a connection with that. So that's going to be one thing that I kind of curious about right away. What is that connection? And then number two is I think that some of it might also be like the Islamic culture, and I think that Eritrea is something like I can't remember, but there's a percentage or something like it's pretty high. It's like 40% Islamic, I think, and 40% Orthodox. Orthodox, kind of typical Habesha. So anyways, I'm kind of curious if that's also some references too, or if that's just like kind of like period dresses. But anyways, I'm going to get right into reacting to the video because that's probably what you want me to do anyways, and I'm looking forward to that. So let's get going. I just kind of, honestly, the sounds are just kind of beautiful. Like I just kind of like enjoy hearing that. This is kind of interesting. Looks like something I might see out of Eritrea, like housing that. Okay, let's keep going. I know this is just a warm up, but you can see that. So right there, I think this is what I think a lot of people like about this video, because the sceneries are really beautiful, and it really shows off how beautiful Eritrea is on the coastline. So I want to acknowledge that right off the bat, and I can definitely see that it's right here, and it does look beautiful. The water looks you can see it right there, that green right there, that light green. I'll move away the cursor and you can see it. But yeah, it's I can definitely see that it shows off Eritrea for sure. And I like that piano right off the bat as well. And then you kind of got this desert look already. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of interesting. I guess that also kind of ties into that biblical feel, because a lot of biblical references also have like a desert as well, right? So, but I mean, so does Masawa too. So. I still like that piano coming in. This is where I start kind of wondering like exactly, because they're coming in with a canoe, and so I'm just kind of trying to piece it together. I will tell you that I haven't watched this whole video in its entirety. I've just kind of been popping around a little bit. So this is actually the first time I'm going to be playing it all the way through. So I'm reacting to something that I haven't really thought about. But I've just kind of jumped around and noticed those other two things I was talking about, the biblical references and historical references. So, okay, so they're coming in a canoe. It's explosions of horns. I always love that. This is where I start thinking that's like, okay, is this some kind of biblical reference? Just the way that his strength of his eyes are looking off in the distance. It's like, it feels like he's looking at, I don't know, like the Holy Land or something like that. I don't know, but I'm sure I'm completely wrong. I'm sure it doesn't have that meaning, but you can tell me. But you can definitely see as an intensity is looking at something, looking out at something. I do like the music. The music's already, you know, kind of kicking in, and that's that kind of like that striving beat that kind of has a rotation feel of like. But yeah, I mean, actually, I just kind of flipped around. This is where I was kind of starting thinking. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on because like they look like they're coming in from like tribal people and other kind of people. So does that mean that they're coming in from the ocean? Like I don't know. That's what's kind of interesting. That's why I was kind of thinking maybe some kind of biblical reference, like they going back and forth to Jerusalem. And I don't know. That's actually I was kind of reluctant to comment on this video because I wasn't really sure exactly. But I guess I can figure it out right now, and you can tell me later in the comments. And that guy too, like, see that this look right here is a little bit like a pharaoh. Like that's the other thing that was kind of throwing me off when I was flipping around. It's like, is that a pharaoh, like an Egyptian pharaoh kind of look? So the connection to the biblical Holy Land, you know, I'm not really sure. It's almost like parting the Red Sea, you know, like some of this imagery is kind of like Moses, you know, biblical, but then I don't know, like I could be completely wrong about it though. This is pretty beautiful too, like these little trees like that. And, okay, it's actually, this is interesting, right? Because there's okay. I'm just thinking these two people, and then there's a guy, the pharaoh thing, and then there's a. See, this was also throwing me off too. Like who are these guys? You know, because they come in with like a different, you know, like modern. So I don't know. You're gonna have to do a lot of explaining for me. So I'm gonna I'm quite interested. So, but yeah, you kind of have like now you have like the historical, traditional on one side, and then you have the other side that's kind of like modern. So it's like, I don't know. It's like what. It's hard to like put it together. Beautiful music, and then you got this. This has some symbolic meaning that probably everybody would know what that means. If you can tell me what that is as well. It's referred to it as that stick that has the blue handle. You know, and you can. See, they're talking into the night. Is that what they're doing? Is that a symbolic reference to them talking into the night? So, okay. See, this is also because that guy with the Egyptian pharaoh kind of has the regal look, like a royalty look. They used to look like kind of parents. So when I was kind of flipping around in the past, kind of seeing what this video is about, like I was thinking, are these parents related to the woman that was in the boat? Is she bringing? Let's keep going. These guys look pretty cool though. I like those hats. It's yeah, it looks pretty cool. It kind of has this kind of, I don't know, they're definitely like negotiating something, so it's, what is that all about? So somebody disagreed on something, so okay. And then that was a new character, so so maybe there's no storyline to it. Maybe it's just, you know, kind of visuals, but like, you know, who's the guy in the brown suit? Like, who does that? I mean, he just looks like the musician that's you know, pops in doing a little cameo. Definitely looks like the musician because he's the one singing to the music. So yeah, he definitely looks like that's the role that he has in the video. You got the cool. Now you got the see. This is where kind of the video starts tying in lots of different stuff, right? So it's like that's why I don't know if they're just throwing things together because it has the visuals, right? Like so, I don't know because this is very typical for the dancing style. So it's like a little group at the beach. So they're not really part of the storyline. They kind of just add the effect of it. So sometimes I feel like this particular video has like the all the different elements of like money being brought together to get dancers, to get period pieces, to get boats. Let's keep going. And I'm guessing this was all filmed in Eritrea. So and it must be. It's got to be. So like, who supports it? Does the government support the movie industry? I guess it must. But yeah, somebody's throwing some good money at it. So there's some money there somewhere. Beautiful though. And it's like the visuals of the beaches are stunningly beautiful. And here's a woman again looking out. So that's why I was kind of thinking she looks like she's like maybe traditional culture looking to see if there's approval. But I think I'm completely wrong because the rest of the video doesn't really make sense. But the way she's looking and the authority figures of the other ones, I don't know. Just trying to capture the beauty of the beach. Yeah, see that coastline's beautiful. I was trying to make sense of that, so you're gonna have to tell me. I won't be able to find it. The other thing I was thinking too are those guys known for Eritrean people, like the actors that are in the scenes? The three that are dressed up in a suit. Like, is that they have some kind of reference that Eritrean people would automatically know? If so, what is it? Yeah, actually, this is usually where I start moving. I jump forward a little bit in the video because I don't want to play the whole thing, but I'm stopping so much in this video, and there's going to be so much explanation. I think I'm just going to keep going because I don't want to miss something. And so okay, let's keep playing it. Okay, now we have more characters together. So these were the twos coming in the boat. These were Wait a minute, they just took her. This is. I also kind of want to say I just really like that hairstyle. Like I love the way the Habesha, the way they have so much versatility with the hair as well. So now they put her in the traditional. Looks like it looks like she's being kidnapped, but I'm gonna have to look at it more closely and see. Yeah, looks like she's being. So what is this? That's the other thing, like, because you might know more. There's so much symbolic references in this one that it's hard for me to react to it. So I'm gonna have a lot of comments in the comments. I can tell already. So like this piece right here, is that symbolic of an upcoming wedding or something like that, or a bride? It is beautiful, and I've seen it in another video. Not that piece in particular, but something kind of similar. But it's beautiful. 100% beautiful for sure. And well, let's just see more about the story. Okay, so now we got a kidnapping. Now we have an idle oar and an idle boat. So something's not right. So it kind of feels like there's some. I know that there's probably some deep cultural references, and I'm not really sure I was thinking possibly it's like because of like more conservative culture, there's dowries, maybe there's some kind of setup like that. I'm not really sure about that though. I'm just trying to put things together why you would kidnap somebody, unless it's like maybe like there's different cultures sometimes will kidnap a bride. I don't know about it with Eritrea, but I've heard that with like Afghanistan or different places. So I don't know. Okay. Voice is beautiful though. That the way the voice projects in Eritrean music is fantastic. See, that was another new character introduced right there, because I hadn't seen that particular character. But she must represent something. Okay, that's not a new character, that's the guy that was on the boat, right? So I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna take a guess. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Put it in the comments. But so maybe what happened was the other people were trying to arrange a marriage, and she didn't want to get married. She was in love with this particular guy, so they arranged everything, and then they kidnapped her, and they were gonna take her to that other place. And then the guy that loves her, that was coming in at the beginning, he followed them and then shot the guy and stole his love back, the one that was going to have some kind of arranged marriage. I mean, you're going to have to fill me in on the details, but that's my guess at the moment. Binoculars. Remember what I talked about, like the biblical stuff? I don't mean that's all gone. So she has binoculars. So now I know it's definitely not 100% period piece. I haven't seen the whole video in its entirety. I've just kind of flipped around a little bit, trying to see what the video's about before I played it. So this is the first time to see binoculars. So at the end. Okay, so I think maybe I put it all together at the end. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. So I like these credits. That's really beautiful. Just that scene right there. That's really beautiful. So I don't know. So did I put that together right? Did I put it together? I hope so. But yeah, it's a really beautiful song, and yeah, I guess I'm gonna guess it had to do with traditional culture, probably where love wasn't so common, and parents want the best for their kids, and they want to arrange the marriage to a family that they think is rises a status. And I'm gonna guess, I don't know. You explained it to me, so I'm sure everybody in Eritrea would know exactly all the references for sure. Did I get kind of close though? Okay, so thanks Eritrea, thanks for requesting it, and I'm glad I was able to play it as well.
Chiquinha, chiquinha.